Hey, what is up you guys? It's Alora, and today I wanted to show you guys a makeup tutorial on the lovely LORAC Pirates of the Caribbean palette. I swear by this palette, I love this palette, I use it every week, all the time, beautifully pigmented stuff, and I highly recommend it. So if you're interested in seeing the look that is on my face right now, then keep watching. First thing that I'm going to start out with is a primer for my eyes, which I am just using the NYX HD Definition Primer. So now that the primer is done, I'm going to get into the eyeshadow, which I'm using, obviously, the LORAC Pirates of the Caribbean palette. These are all of the different eyeshadows. They're just super pretty, super pigmented, and I use this palette at least 2 days a week. So the first eyeshadow that I'm going to use is this Ghostly that's in the top corner, and that I'm just going to put on my brow bone. Alright, so as you can see, it is super pigmented, which I really like. So I just put it right below my brow and then a little bit down just so it can serve as a base to kind of make the next colors pop out a little bit. So the next color that I'm going to use is Silent Mary, which is in the bottom corner, and I'm going to put that right above the crease and then blend it a little bit into my crease as well. Just put it on the top, like right before my crease, and blend it in with the Ghostly on my brow bone. And then once that's blended out a little bit, we're going to go in with a different color. We're going to go in with Lost at Sea, and then you're going to put that completely in your crease and blend it in a little bit with the Silent Mary that we just used. And a tip is, if the color is not pigmented enough to what you'd like, all of these pigments are super buildable. So I'm just going to go right back over with the Lost at Sea, just to make that blue a little more prominent in my crease. Now I'm going to go to the lid. I'm going to use the Sea Haze right here and just pat your brush onto the eyeshadow and then just pat it onto your lid. With a flat brush like this one, we're going to tap into Starry Night, this blue, and just put it all over your brush, and then we're going to put that on the bottom, on our lower lash line. You just want to make sure that you make it as pigmented as you want. Like I said, these are very buildable, so whether you want like a super bright blue or like something really subtle, it's all up to you. So next what we're going to do is I'm going to use an angled brush, and I'm gonna dip it into Black Pearl. Just dab into Black Pearl, and then, like I said, very buildable, so whether you want it to be subtle or like a super dark look is all up to you. But what I'm gonna do is put it in my outer crease, and I'm also gonna bring it down into my upper lash line so that it is a V effect, and then blend it out. So as you can see, it looks a little blotchy right now because I haven't blended it out yet, but this is about the color consistency that I want before I start blending it, because once you blend these colors, they don't fade, but the aggressiveness of the color kind of goes away. So you want to make sure that it's a little darker so that when you blend it out, even though it'll become more subtle, you still have that color. So I just use a blending brush, and I'm just going to go through in circular motions just around the black part and then up in my crease, just to make sure that everything blends and looks smooth and consistent. So now that I blended it, you can see that everything is a lot more blended, a lot better, and a lot prettier to deal with. The last color that I'm going to use is Compass, which is the middle in the top row. It's a very pretty gold color, and I'm just going to put that in the corner of my eye on the bottom. So with this gold, though it's very pigmented, it's still a subtle touch. I believe that you could probably, if you really wanted to, you could build it so that the gold is super in your face and it's a huge highlight, but I just have it as a little subtle highlight that kind of brings another dimension into the look. For my eyebrows, I've just been using the NYX Tinted Brow Mascara. So the next thing that I use is eyeliner, which this is the NYX Gel Eyeliner, and it is in jet black. And then I just use an angled brush. So I put the eyeliner on my waterline, the whole entire thing, upper and bottom, and then also on the top, which I'll show you, and then I also do a wing. Alright, so after the eyeliner is on your upper waterline and your bottom, now is to kind of go over on the lid, which you're just going to do a thin line on both eyes. And usually what I do is I put a line from about middle of my eye back, and that just gives me kind of like a canvas or like a start to go off of, and then I'll pull my eye back and just slightly, and be patient with this or else it's going to go all over. Like I'll pull my eye back and then I'll work from the corner of my eye out. So there's one eye, and then I'm just gonna go do the other one, and then we'll do the wings. Alright, so now that I did the line on both of my eyes, I'm going to do the wings. You can make this as dramatic or not as dramatic as you want. Usually I make mine pretty big just because I'm used to it, and being a little extra sometimes never hurts. But a tip that I can't even remember where I learned it from, but if you use the angle of your nose, like the bottom of your nose, and you take it up to your eye and then you just line it that way, then most of the time your wings will be pretty even. When I take it back and then I connect it to my eye, just make sure you fill it all in. And also what a lot of people don't do is they'll bring it back to the eye and just leave it there, but then most of the time there will be like a little line where it shows where you stopped with your mascara. So make sure to just kind of carry it out and bring it into the line that you already have, like you saw me do, so that it just flows in one line. So next, just use an eyelash curler. So now onto mascara. There's two different ones that I use. The first one is the Benefit Can't Believe That Real. I use this on my top lash line, and then for my bottom lash line I use the Smashbox X-Rated. I cannot explain how much I love this mascara. It's great, and for my bottom lash line I feel like it makes it darker and it brings out a lot more eyelashes, and it doesn't clump together like some others use. Alright, so now that my mascara is done, the last part of this extravaganza is the lips, and I swear by it. I have used so many lip plumpers and a lot of them just burn too much or they don't even work, but the Benefit Extreme Plump, I love it so much. I use it all the time. I'm gonna have to go get a new bottle soon. So I put that on, and then right after I also, by Benefit, use the Sexy Mother Pucker. Oh, and Candy Queen. I put that over it, and then that'll finish our look.
Little crusty slug.
Alright guys, so this is the final look from the eyeshadow palette. Even though it's kind of crazier colors, I still think that it's something that you could wear on a daily basis. So if you guys want to see more looks, more makeup tutorials, more of my face, then please like and subscribe to my channel.